welcome back to another installment on the Special Educator Series. This is going to be hopefully the final installment on our Studio Tech to let you know what we're doing in here and also give you some advice on your own recording. I'll leave the music kind of going in the background here for you. Welcome to this episode. I am your host, Tom Hankins, instructor, tutor, consultant, and musician. Special Educator Series. Our logo or call sign or catchphrase is critical thinking with a twist. Let's go out of business here for those of you that aren't watching. Our website is tsegrp.org. Again, tsegrp.org. Host emailing, if you want to get in touch with us, is host@tsegrp.org. Host@tsegrp.org. Facebook and X, you can reach out to us at tsegrp. YouTube, TSEDGRP. Again, at TSEDGRP. Instagram, you have to spell it all out. The Special Educator. Again, The Special Educator. One last thing before we get going. Our animated icons, for those of you who have not seen our any of our episodes before, for those of you who have, they're asking you to like, follow, subscribe, get notified, reach out for questions or any comments, please. So, this is going to be a low-tech session. I'm just going to be showing things to you here on the camera. But before we get going, I want to give you some advice. If you're going to do anything for personal recording, for podcasting, things like that, you don't need to spend a lot of money. Now, I spend a little bit more money than most people would getting started simply because I have an alternate issue with music production that is a sideline to all this. Best way to look at it is this. Think about the audience you are going to be creating content for. What are they going to use to listen to your content on? Are they going to be on a huge audio system, a surround sound, home theater system? Are they going to be listening in a car? Are they going to be listening on their smartphone? Maybe they'll be listening on their home computer or tablet or laptop. You have to take these considerations in. And if they're going to be listening on headphones, well, what type of headphones would they be doing? Let's put it this way. A $300 set of monitoring or mastering headphones, if you want to go that far, is not something that's realistic to use. So again, think about what's common out there. Find what's most popular. Find stuff with decent ratings and use it. So I'm going to start from the most isolating device to the least isolating equipment. As a performing musician, one of my favorites is this. In-ear monitors. I'm only going to use one just to demonstrate for it. So I took Audio-Technica, commercially available, Retiva Audio-Technica in-ear monitors. I had custom in-ear certs done. So because I'm a lead singer, your jaw's moving a lot, standard ear plug tips or ear tips won't work. They just don't stay in there. So I had these done. These are where the money's at. Put them in. And it works kind of like an earplug. It stays in there with the custom inserts. It's not moving. It is very sound isolating, and I'll be very honest with you. This is a very good method for picking out small details before you start getting down to posting, so you can catch stuff that you may not otherwise have heard. The next, and a very common method that you'll see in a lot of videos, are headphones. And there are a couple of options for this. These are, as far as headphones go, not expensive. I'm not going to endorse brands or anything here. This is not what this is about. But this is called an around the ear. Some people might call it over the ear. But it's enclosed. And the surround here does offer two things: a comfort factor, of course, but a little bit of sound isolation. Not as good as the in-ear monitors. And your ear actually sits in here. So I'm just going to put on one side so it sits. And I'll just put them on. So it sits over the ear and around it and gives you good sound quality for picking up small mistakes. It also is very good at blocking out outside sources of sound. Fairly practical if you want longer term listening. My favorite, however, when I'm listening to stuff, is another type of headphones that are called on the ear. Now you'll notice, see if I can get the right angle on this. Yeah, like that. They are very flat. These are flat. They have a little bit of relief in the middle, but they're basically foam ear pads that sit over the drivers, and you wear them on your head just like you would any other headphone. But they're not sound isolating as much as the last two options. You get to hear quite a bit more of what's going on around you. You still get very good quality of picking up the sound coming through. Probably a very good medium balance. Next, somebody sitting in a home computer, gaming, something like that. I chose to purchase a mid-grade 2.1 audio system. So it's a computer speaker system. You plug it in, and it has its own powered subwoofer, amplifiers built in, and two satellite monitors. It has a separate adjustment for subwoofer level and for master volume. I found it to be very good at just general listening to what I had produced. You may or may not be able to pick up all the small details of the other options, but it's probably going to be a good balance for somebody that's going to be listening in a car because of the subwoofer capability. Maybe a small home audio system, but certainly the average home computer. That's what I listen to for the final feel. Anyway, what I want to do before I sign off is go through our contact information one last time. And before I do that, again, the advice. It doesn't have to be expensive to work. Focus on who you're producing for and target your equipment to that. Again, I'm your host, Tom Hankins, chief cook and bottle washer, but also instructor, tutor, consultant, and musician. Our website information is the website is tsegrp.org. Again, tsegrp.org. If you want to email myself or anybody else directly, it's host@tsegrp.org. Again, host@tsegrp.org. Facebook and X, they're the same. TSEGRP @TSEGRP. YouTube @TSEDGRP, then @TSEDGRP. And for Instagram, The Special Educator. Again, The Special Educator. I'm going to sign off. Hope everything is going well for you, and see you next time.